back. That's right. It's the Sports Wrap. Brian and AD. We're back after.
You stole my line, man.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I had to do that. I was inspired by that great promo.
NerdCon commercial.
NerdCon commercial. Yeah, I had to do it.
And I'm gonna say that for two reasons, Brian.
What's that?
Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl. We're back.
Hold on. Slow your horses now. Don't count your chickens before the eggs hatch, Drew. As we're watching,
it's 2-minute warning. We got the ball.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs are only leading by 7 points. I know Walter Harley jumped in early. Walter is nervously sweating and watching this game as he's a Ravens fan.
Emmett Jones is losing respect for the Ravens.
Huh? Who is?
Emmett Jones.
Oh, losing respect. Well, look, there's a script. Look, somebody told me that, hey, this NFL football thing is a television show. So just remember that, folks. As you see things play out, I'm starting to buy into it with some people. And when they keep saying that, I used to scoff at it, Drew, and be like, "No, man, whatever." No, hey, pay attention, man.
Speaking of going away from the script, if you watched the BCSN yesterday, man,
that's ball game. That's ball game.
Did you? Yeah, you're about 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, I'm behind you. That's ball game. Lights out. Shut them down, Baltimore. Yeah. Going home, baby. Crab cakes in Cancun for y'all.
But did you see the end of the Tuskegee Miles game here on the Black College Sports Network yesterday?
I did. Great call by Mo Carter. Do you have the video for that? You got the video you're going to
No, I did not clip the video for that one, but
we'll show it. We'll show it.
Tuskegee won it at the buzzer.
Yeah. I saw the clip on that. Great call by Mo Carter. There was a couple of buzzer beaters yesterday in HBCU men's hoops, but it was good. It was good that one was on the network, and I'll pull that. I'll share that in the next feed. Oh, you can refuse to believe that all you want, Edwin. I used to poo-poo it as well. But look, I lived against the Patriots. I watched those years, and then finally the script writers wrote it in and said, "Yeah, we think the Colts have been the Colts and Colts fans have lived through enough. We're gonna let y'all through this time." And then what they did to us a couple of years later, they gave us that BS onside kick crap with the Saints, because the Saints were the great story. I believe in it, man. Don't.
And just so ironic that the Patriots won the Super Bowl immediately after 9/11.
Of course,
against the greatest show on turf.
Exactly. I mean, come on. That right there was the start of it. That's when you knew the script writers were working, and they had just left wrestling and gone on over to work in the NFL offices in a closet somewhere.
They went a couple blocks over in Manhattan.
Yeah. So I mean, trust me, it's not Lamar's time. That's all it is. It's not Lamar's time yet.
Hey, we got a quarterback of color in the Super Bowl again. And we've increased the number of coaches of color this season. So let's hope that these owners don't do the one and done with these coaches like the last time where we had a bunch of African American coaches.
Hey, well, we have. Hey, the positive is so far we haven't seen any retreads. When you see a guy like Bill Belichick not get a job over Raheem Morris, it's like maybe guys are getting a job based on merit and not getting a job based on the poor job that they did. I mean, let's just keep it real, right? Maybe scales are starting to balance, somewhat. So, are they just going to knee? Oh, this knee. Take victory formation.
Victory.
All right, how many shots here? I told you we were playing the drinking game. Thankfully, I haven't seen too many shots in the Kelsey suite, but there was at least 3 in the first half. second half. You're about to catch a few. So if you're playing along with the Taylor Swift drinking game, get your cups ready because they're about to go to her about 4 times in the next, say, 15 minutes. Get your glasses ready.
All right, check your mic, Brian. Check your mic. We got the gist of what you were saying, but check your mic.
Look, my mic is going to be popping now. So if you miss me, if you miss something I say, it's just going to happen.
Brian, I am going on Amazon when I get some free money.
I'll take some free money. Or hey, anybody out there?
Not the money. I have to do you like I have to do some people. I'll never send you money, but I'll send you what you need.
Yeah, send me some equipment. Anybody out there, we'll post something out there and we'll see if see if I can get some. Hey, anybody want to make some donations, you can always do the super chat thing there on YouTube on the JBN.
Please help that man out.
Yeah, come on now. It's not that, is it?
Yes, it is.
Anyway, let's go through roll call because we got a lot to talk about today. We got a guest coming up at the bottom of hour 1. Kelvin Rozier, my co-host on the ONG Strike Zone. He's gonna come on the show. One of the longest. We can't call it the longest. So that's the first thing. We can't call it the longest head football coaching search, but it might have been the what's the word? The most chaotic, the most talked about, the most debated coaching search.
I don't know. You can flip a coin between FAMU and Texas Southern.
Really? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's do a poll. You know what? There's the first thing.
Which one was more messy? Is that the question we asked?
Okay. Is that what we're gonna do? Let's see. Which?
I mean, I'm just asking because both of them were messy.
Hold on, let me see. Which coach?
Tamara, let me know when I'm lying. That's all I want you to do. Just let me know when I start lying so I can retire. Both these were messy. They were ugly. And you had a lot of unnecessary stuff that went on around both of these coaching searches where if communication would have been forthright and forthcoming, neither one of those institutions may have been in the position that they were in.
Good point.
I'll save it for the guys.
All right, let me do a quick roll call here and say hello to a few people. Obviously, condolences, Walter, on your Ravens. Yeah, good season. Lamar Jackson proved people wrong that he was worth every penny that he held out for in the offseason. So props to him. Let me see. Tamara T, appreciate you. Good evening. Good to have you on. Exactly, Edwin. We have ourselves a courtship. We got ourselves a courtship in Tallahassee. We do. Hello, Demetra. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Mary 305. Always glad to have you on. James Austin. He's calling for. He's a conspiracy theorist. I love it. I love the conspiracy theorists. How about John Harbaugh? How about any shade for John Harbaugh? You can talk about investigating Lamar, but how about Harbaugh?
Notice he didn't get the Vegas job. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
Last thing on the NFL, we got about 15-20 minutes before kickoff of game 2. I need everybody to put in the chat who they got. Niners or Lions?
I'm gonna go. You know what? Is this straight up or with points? There's 7 points.
Man. We not asking people to get into all that, Brian. This is just for discussion. I want to know who will the Chiefs be facing in the Super Bowl? Straight up.
I'm going
Niners or Lions. That's 2 of us, man. I'm going Lions.
Oh, really? You're going Lions too?
I'm going Lions.
I'm going Lions. Yeah. The script. I'm telling you, the script.
The Lions so much remind me of 1999 St. Louis. It's ridiculous. Coming out of nowhere. Remind me also of, was it 2009 Saints? Just a team that just rolls out of nowhere.
Right.
To the Super Bowl. But yeah, I want to know if you got Detroit. And, we got, if Detroit wins, I know we got at least one HBCU player on Detroit, James Houston. So nice to see if he can make it there.
Okay, let's go through some of the top news that happened over the past week. Well, a lot has happened since our last show. But more recently this week, there was a run of new football coaches that were finally named. First off, Chris Dishman was officially introduced as the 18th head coach at Texas Southern. Excuse me. Dishman, maybe more famously known for having played in the Houston area with the Oilers from that's 88 to 96, right? I remember Chris Dishman when he was at Purdue, when he was a defensive back at Purdue University. Of course, I was still living in Indianapolis then, so, I think he may have even been close to an All-American. He was well known in the Big Ten. He was a fifth-round draft pick by Houston, still the Houston Oilers back then. Exactly, Chris Dishman. But, his resume, when he left out of the NFL in 2000, where after Houston, he was with the Redskins for a couple seasons. But then he worked as a defensive back coach in various stops at colleges, small colleges. Some work in the NFL for years.
Mike.
College realm. Then you went into the college world. A little bit of time. Let me see. He was with Baylor. He was at Cardinals. CFL, coach XFL, General Vegas Vipers, where he was at the team.
We still having audio issues with you, Brian.
Vegas Vipers and General the last couple of years.
Hey, Brian, let's go to break because we can't hear you.
No, let's not go to break because our time is all right. How's that now? Is it better?
Not very little better.
Well,
there we go.
All right. I mean, I didn't do anything. So, but anyway, what I was saying is I really didn't do anything. So, I it's just whatever. Dishman was actually, I think somebody brought up in the chat room, Dishman and Bubba McDowell played together along with Eddie George, right? There it is.
No,
Eddie Robinson. Bubba McDowell.
Eddie Robinson did not play with all of them.
The same team.
The first three were teammates for 1 year. Eddie George, being the youngest of them, missed somebody. I believe he missed Bubba. I believe Eddie George missed Bubba out of that group. Okay. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, like I said,
and let's also remember Aaron McNair was teammates to a couple of those, including Eddie George.
Yeah. So all in all, Dr. Kevin Granger, they get their man. Hold on, where's my slide at? I just realized I'm doing all this, Drew. I have my slides. I did all this work in the pregame, and I didn't have my doggone slides ready. Just in case anyone doesn't know who Chris Dishman is. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Just tell me your thoughts on the hire, on the decision, Drew, while I pull this up.
My thoughts on the decision is finally, man. Honestly, after you screwed Fred McNair over so royally, because he left Alcorn with the intentions, probably agreed in principle when handshake deal, that he was going to Texas Southern. So Texas Southern got what they wanted. They wanted someone with an NFL pedigree, and they were not able to get their first choice due to some unfortunate incidents, basically not meeting the minimum qualifications. So they went out and got Chris Dishman. And I will give Chris Dishman credit over the Andre Johnson choice, because Chris Dishman does come with a coaching pedigree and a coaching background, although be it this is his first time as a head coach. He does come in with some type of coaching experience, which means he's going to have coaching contacts. So he should be able to assemble his staff based on his, I believe it's 15 years of coaching, Brian, if I have that number correct.
Yeah.
So, he is not, despite the fact he played in the league, he's not coming in like Andre Johnson would have, or even like we talked about with Eddie Robinson a couple of years ago, having never been a coach without that background, those contacts, and everything else that would be needed. So, and Eddie Robinson has done a great job in spite of. So let's see what happens with Chris Dishman, and let's see what happens with that SWAC West. As keep in mind, 4 of the 6 schools in the SWAC West will have a first-year head coach next year. And no one, let me say that again, no one in the SWAC West has a returning quarterback. A returning full-time quarterback. The closest thing that we have to a returning starting quarterback is Alcorn and Tyler Macon, who started off the season as a quarterback but got hurt during the season.
Texas Southern. Well, but see that's the
and Texas Southern.
Texas Southern. You had the young man who backed up.
But I thought he was done.
No. There it is, right there. Edwin.
Okay, he does have another year of eligibility. I apologize about that, Edwin. I thought he was done.
Yeah. So but
that's great. But that's great. That's great. Yeah.
Those are your two. I get you. All right.
And matter of fact, let me take that one step further. The SWAC is really going to be interesting next year with all of the new coaches. So you've got 4 on the west side, 1 on the east side with new coaches. If I had the number correct, 5 of the 12 institutions have new coaches. And if we count Texas Southern and Alcorn, we've only got 2 teams with a returning starting quarterback. SWAC may be interested with Bethune's quarterback coming back.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't kept up on Bethune. I have no idea whether quarterback's coming back or not.
Jackson State played musical quarterbacks. Body transferred to Alabama State.
Southern has a returning quarterback in Noah Bodden.
Bodden wasn't the full-time starter last year.
Yeah, but okay, let's
Southern played musical quarterbacks. I'm saying
of a full-time.
Southern had 4 quarterbacks last year.
Exactly, but okay,
that's why I can't
rephrase it and say quarter. I think you got to rephrase it as quarterbacks that have game experience. How about that?
Then that's a little bit different. But heck, I come in mop-up duty and have game experience.
Quarterbacks who have started a game.
Listen, who have started started 6 games or more.
Oh, hell no, 6 games. Come on, man. That's
half the season.
That's
half the season.
That's asking a lot. Anyway.
Okay, if you play more than 4 games, it counts against your eligibility. So let's go with 4.
I'll agree with you there. Okay, I'll agree with you. 4 or more games. All right, that's fair. Let me move over to another story. Another head coaching hire, which while we were tossing about what was going to happen at Texas Southern, at FAMU, and other places.
And welcome to the Morehouse Fort Valley State game here on the Black College Sports Network. I'm your host, David Jones here. Another exciting matchup between 2 SIAC rivals. We have the Morehouse College Tigers, who are the top team in the SIAC at this present time. Morehouse has been on a roll, and Fort Valley has been playing tough as well. So expect a really exciting game today. You got Keyshawn Pegas, who's leading the Morehouse with 11.4 points per game, and Cedric Taylor is right behind him at 11.3 points per game. We also have for Fort Valley State, Myson Lowe, who's averaging 13.6 points a game, and Kadeem Sam, who's averaging 12.2 points a game. Be prepared for an exciting game. Like I said, this is for standings in the SIAC East, and this would be a really entertaining game. So be prepared for a really good game, and we'll take it right now to the start of the game right now. BCSN.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
And we're back as we get ready to tip off this Morehouse versus Fort Valley State game. Should be a really interesting game. Fort Valley State coming in at 4-13, 4-7 in the conference. They're looking to shock Morehouse right now. Morehouse actually right at top of the league right now, the SIC East, with an overall 12-7 record, 9-3 in the conference. So look for this to be a really tight game, and look, we'll get ready to tip off for this exciting tip-off with Morehouse versus Fort Valley State. And Morehouse will win the tip. Over to Jaden Gray. Gavin Flowers kicks it down to Amon Decker. Shot no good. And we have a foul. Foul's going to be on Shemezi Okoke. That's his first foul. Fort Valley will walk it up. A little light pressure right now. Myson Lowe, who's the leading scorer for Fort Valley, has the ball right now. Lowe kicks it out, kicks it over to Pierre Mitchell, and we have a turnover. Shot goes up. It's good. 3 ball. Jaden Gray for 3. Tough shot. Jaden Gray has had the hot hand lately. Puts him up 3-0. Fort Valley taking their time. Morehouse is going to go into a zone. Oh, tough move. Woo. Myson Lowe. Great move right there. You can see why he's one of the leading scorers in the game. Jaden Gray again. Knocks it down. He has all 5 points for Morehouse. Gives them a 5-2 lead. Morehouse is going to stay in that zone. Ball goes out of bounds. We got a turnover by Fort Valley. Morehouse will take possession. Gray will bring the ball up. We got man-to-man press. Morehouse is able to break that. Gray again. Oh, tough rebound. Shot's no good. Fort Valley with the rebound. That was Quincy Young with the rebound. Here's Myson Lowe. Misses the layup. Morehouse with the rebound. Omar Rowe has it. Pulls up from deep. No good. Jalen Jack is able to grab the rebound and he'll bring it up. Morehouse is going to stay in that zone right now. Fort Valley still trying to figure out this zone. It's more of a matchup zone. Low from deep, no good. Decker with the rebound, gives it over to Jaden Gray. And we have a travel. Cedric Taylor called for the travel. A 5-2 ball game with 17:06 left. Fort Valley will take the time bringing it up. Morehouse is going to go man this time. Low. Looks for the open man, gives it over to Jalen Jack. Jack is going to try and penetrate. Goes up. Shot's no good. Taylor brings it home with the dunk. Cedric Taylor. That makes a 7-2 lead for Morehouse with 16:25 left. We'll see if Fort Valley can break that momentum. Lowe goes up and he's fouled. Myson Lowe has been the bright spot for Fort Valley so far. He's looking to get his shot pretty much every time he gets down the court. Shot's no good. Taylor brings it home with the dunk. Cedric Taylor. Second shot is good. That cuts the lead to 7-4. Morehouse. Fort Valley with the press. Morehouse is able to break it. And we have a media timeout, and we'll go right to a break here on BCSN.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility.
Check. We'll share this one. And we're back after the media timeout. Morehouse is able to get the ball in. Chimizio Koke kicks it over to Gray. Shot clock at 2. And it's good. Gray with a deep 3 knocks it down. 8 points for Gray. Makes it 10-4 Morehouse. Gray with the hot hand for Morehouse. Shot goes up. No good. Here comes Morehouse. They're going to walk it up and take their time off the miss. Look for their set. Shot's no good. Rebound. Kadeem Sam with that rebound. Oh, tough move. And a foul. Jamal Reynolds goes to the basket and is fouled. Jamal Reynolds will take 2 from the line. First shot's no good. And we have a sub coming in for Morehouse. Demetria Caleb will make his first appearance. The 6'4" junior. Second shot is good. Jamal Reynolds knocks that down. It'll make it 10-5. Oh, tough move, and we got a foul. Amon Decker with the good pump fake. He's able to get fouled as he went to the basket. He'll shoot 2. Decker, the 6'6" junior out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. First shot is good out of Minnesota Prep. And into the game for Morehouse will be the freshman, Damian Mitchell Jr., local product here out of Wheeler High School. Second shot's no good by Decker. Almost a turnover for Fort Valley. They're able to regain it, and they turn it over this time. Mitchell, oh, great pass. Amon Decker with the layup, and Fort Valley throws it out of bounds. We go back over to Morehouse. Fort Valley struggling a little bit with the Morehouse pressure. Morehouse will take it out of bounds, under the basket. Jaden Gray looking to post. Shot's no good by Gray. Keaton Eskridge has the ball for Fort Valley right now. Kadeem Sam, good move, good looking move there. He's able to convert. Kadeem Sam, the D1 drop down out of UNC Wilmington. And we have a travel. Amon Decker called for a travel. It'll go back over to Fort Valley. 13-7 with 13:45 left. We have a man down. Looks like it's Decker. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He's able to get up and walk it off. He'll be okay. Thank goodness. We'll take care of that wet spot, and Fort Valley will go ahead and take it out. Morehouse with a little pressure. Fort Valley's able to break it. And another turnover. And we have a foul. Fort Valley having a little trouble taking care of the ball. Morehouse has been able to capitalize off of that. Morehouse will bring the ball in. It goes over to Damian Mitchell Jr. Mitchell will kick it over to Jaden Gray. Oh, tough block. Wow. That was Devarian Rudolph with the tough block. Shot goes up, it's no good, and we got a foul. Oh no, they said he stepped out of bounds. Wow. Morehouse faithful not pleased with that call. Fort Valley will take the ball out under the basket. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Fort Valley. Fort Valley will set up their play, the out of bounds play. Fort Valley kicks the ball in. Eskridge kicks it over. Shot's no good. Jaden Gray skies for the rebound. Cedric Taylor, oh, ball stripped, but he's able to get it back. Kicks it back out to Gray. And we got an official's timeout. Looks like they want to get the shot clock together. Shot clock didn't move, so they're going to go ahead and fix that. Fort Valley will really want to get Myson Lowe, want to get him going, averaging 13.6 points a game. Right now, Lowe has 4 right now. He has been the bright spot for him.
Got an inbound here, and Cedric Taylor is immediately fouled. That foul going to go against Pelham. Pelham's going to pick up the foul. You never want to foul a jump shooter that far away from the basket, but they got a foul right there.
Yeah, you want to just get the hand up. You want to get the hand up, and you want to be able to box out. You don't want to foul. That drives coaches crazy. First shot is good by Taylor.
Pelham tried to contest right there, but I think he just didn't give Taylor enough room to come down. When you contest, if you get him with the body, don't give them enough opportunity to come down, they're going to hit you with the foul.
Every time. Taylor misses the second. He'll have one more shot coming.
Talk about how tough this SIAC East Division is.
Oh, gauntlet.
Fort Valley, a really good basketball team, but coming into this game at 4-7 in the conference.
Shot was partially blocked. Fort Valley's able to get the rebound. They'll miss the shot. Morehouse is able to grab it, and here comes Gray.
I tell you, Nate Lacewell, just a really good basketball player. 6'8", 6'9". Can handle it, can score it inside. Maybe got away with a travel there. But
it's able to knock it down. That's tough. Keaton Eskridge with the fadeaway is able to knock it down.
Mitchell set up a little horn set right here. They tried to look inside to Gray, but couldn't get him.
He's fouled.
That's a tough bucket.
Yeah.
This Morehouse team, they're going to have to, in these situations, clearly Morehouse right now leading the conference, one of the best teams in the SIAC. But they're going to have to get to that second and third option on some of those sets.
Absolutely. When you look at this right now, this is one of those situations where you have to be able to contain it.
They set up the horn set right there, and we're looking for the quick duck in with Gray. Didn't get the duck in, but now you got to go to whatever action that you have set up on the backside there. I think they'll learn that as we go. But
the other thing that you don't see as well, you don't see a big inside presence for Fort Valley.
Those long forwards, they're going to run the floor. Fort Valley's going to try to do it with guys in a dunker spot. They'll ball screen rub and try to get above the rim, but you're right, no traditional post player.
Yeah, back to the basket player
at Fort Valley. But
correct.
You talk about how close this league is. A game and a half separates the first seed, which is Morehouse in this league, from the sixth seed in the league.
Correct. Yes.
So can't look over this Fort Valley team. As you see, with a 15-9 score right now in the first.
And, Mondre, you know, one of the other things, and we've talked about this in previous games as well, this is a year where Fort Valley or any of these teams, about 7 or 8 of these teams, can mess around and win the SIAC tournament come March in Savannah.
I would not be surprised at all. You look at the record, and you would not think this is the case, but I would not be surprised if we were watching a SIAC quarterfinal matchup right here on the floor tonight.
Yeah.
You definitely expect Morehouse to be there. As good as Benedict is, you expect them to be there. But, you know, you got Miles and things like that are really good in this league.
Mm-hmm.
But on any given night, it could flip.
Absolutely.
And anybody can be beaten. Fort Valley has lost a lot of close games in this league so far. So Morehouse got to be careful as we get Taylor at the line. And he gets that one to go.
And Taylor knocks that one down. Taylor's another local product out of Drew Charter. Second one is good. That'll make it 17-9.
Got the substitutions in the basketball game.
Fort Valley's going a little small.
They'll deal with this 2-3 zone right here. Gonna have to show the ability to make some shots. Myson Lowe can help them do that.
But, you know, Morehouse has been switching it up, Mondre. They've been going zone some possessions. They've been going man, 1-3-1, the whole nine. And we have a foul.
I was going to say, it didn't get a score right there immediately off the initial, but I like that action from Fort Valley right there. Sometimes it's really simple when you're working against the zone, right?
And Kadeem Sam is being a little bit more aggressive. They're going to need that from him. It can't just be all about the guards for Fort Valley.
I like what they were trying to do.
And a turnover.
That's just not a good read right there. You can't flare against the zone on the backside. You throw a cross court against the zone, the bottom guy's going to shoot the gap. He's going to take it away, or you're going to throw the ball away. You just got to wait for Myson Lowe. Myson Lowe's coming back to get the basketball. You got to let him come back and get it.
Absolutely. Mitchell, tough move.
And that is where Morehouse, they have length in spades. A guy like DJ Mitchell could play 4 different positions in this game. He could play everything 1 through 4.
Pretty much, yes.
With his length in this basketball game.
Shot goes up, no good. Fort Valley with the rebound. That shot's no good.
They talk about basketball maturity. That's where Fort Valley's going to have to mature.
Yeah, Sincere Whitehead missed it.
You're playing against the best team in the league. You got a shot on the goal. It didn't go. You got to pull it back out and try to run something else.
Especially in this type of game, because Morehouse can look to get away with this game, definitely. They're going with a different lineup. They're not going with their traditional bigs. Looks like they want to get out and run. And as you can see,
Morehouse just going to make you pay. Every time you make a mistake offensively, that length and athletic ability, that'll make you pay. Wide open 3 from Lowe, and he's got it.
Lowe has been the bright spot for Fort Valley.
I've got Lowe with 7.
Yep, that 3 will put him at 7.
They've got to find ways. You mentioned that earlier. They got to find ways to try to get him going.
Absolutely.
But this Morehouse team is tough, man. You can't make any mistakes offensively against Morehouse.
Oh, tough shot, man.
Pegues with a
Keyshawn Pegues, man. Pegues with a tough turnaround fall away.
These young kids love watching Paul George, and if you talk to a lot of kids, now their favorite player is Paul George, and he does that a lot.
Yeah.
He'll get the contact, use the footwork, get a wide open shot. Now Morehouse just speeding up the tempo on you right now. As Pegues couldn't get that one to go inside.
Pegues was looking for a foul, but they couldn't go. Oh, tough move.
And there's Lowe answering back.
Lowe again, man.
Lowe trying to get it going. If we can't run sets to get it going, I'm going to get it going on my own. 3 ball, long 3.
It's no good. Oh.
Now, listen.
Oh, Gray with the fake. Shook him out of his shoes, but unable to convert. Oh, they'll be watching that on film.
I have a little.
As we see right here on the replay, man.
We'll see the 3 right there, and then Gray is going to
nobody
crash.
boxed out with the fake, and he faked him right out of his shoes right there. Man.
Got to finish the layup right there.
Yeah, definitely.
That's great. I have a love-hate relationship with what I'm seeing from Morehouse right now. I love when they speed up the tempo. As we see the rebound by Lacewell go out of bounds. I love when Morehouse speeds up the tempo.
Yeah.
If I'm Morehouse, I'm betting against almost every team in the SIAC that I have more length, athleticism, and depth than the opposing team. So I love when they speed up the tempo.
Yeah.
I just would love if they would be a little more patient with the shot selection. And Morehouse is a team that's so talented, they don't have to take the first shot against you.
Not at all.
They can pass up a good shot for a great shot.
3 ball goes up. Man, Kadeem Sam on the board with his 3. That's 5 points for Sam. That's a good-looking shot. They're going to need that from him.
So you get 2 questionable shots right there. Now you got a 2-point basketball game. 21-19 our score, 8:09 remaining in the first half. Lacewell just man, he's talented. Great ball movement. But that's what I'm talking about right there as Rowe gets the bucket. The ball movement for Morehouse is key. They can out-talent you. They have more talent than you do, more length, more athleticism than you do.
And that was a great pass by Mitchell.
When they share the ball, they are so tough to guard. It's almost impossible.
3 ball goes up. It's no good. Mitchell's able to convert, and he's on the run.
Mitchell's dangerous in transition.
Deep 3, NBA range. Just a little too far.
Again, that you know, and I hate to pick on the kid. Caleb's a really good player. But he's going to get subbed out right here because you took a shot at 25.
Well, you took a shot at 25, but it was a 30-foot shot.
30 foot, yeah, right.
Yeah.
We'll get a timeout on the floor right now. 23-19, our score, 23-19. We'll be right back with the final 7 minutes and 21 seconds of the first half.
Allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for.
And we're back here at Morehouse College live on the Black College Sports Network. We've got Morehouse College basketball. We've got the Maroon Tigers facing Fort Valley State. 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half of play. We got 23-19 basketball game. Morehouse in the lead, and we see more zone, David.
More zone,
from
1-3-1, and that's been giving Fort Valley trouble.
I mean,
and that's it. As you said, it's that length. It's giving them trouble.
These guys are just
all over them. All over them. That length. When you're in that type of zone pressure, you got to get that ball out quick. If not, you let that double team come to you, you're in trouble. Where you got guys running at you 6'5", 6'6", 6'7".
They can move.
Oh!
Lowe has it stripped away. That's just a great defensive play.
Yep, shot clock violation.
That is Mitchell with a fantastic defensive play. They play a little bit of defense over there at Wheeler High School.
Yes, they do.
Damian Mitchell won a state championship at Wheeler 3 out of his 4 years.
Yes, he did.
At Wheeler, he was a state champion.
Larry does a great job over there. Oh, the sky hook. Saw a little spice there with the hook.
Those are the possessions for Morehouse that I don't like, because you go and you give up a score on the other end.
Jalen Jack, the D1 transfer from Tarleton State. Oh, good move. Good move.
Decker's a good basketball player. Once Decker gets positioned inside, he gets you low. It's almost unstoppable.
He uses his body so well.
Great footwork, great hands.
Back to that 1-3-1 again. That length, they got to do something.
Gonna have to try to overload it on one side.
Yes, exactly.
Now they look a little just confused about how they attack it.
Decker.
And Lowe had to take that shot.
The shot clock was down to 2.
But you got to split the high man and try to go 2-1-2 against that 1-3-1.
You got to find the gaps. They're not finding the gaps in that, as you're saying.
So long for the Tigers, man. It just makes it difficult. 1-4 high set.
Decker again.
For the Tigers right here. Look at that spin move.
Using the body and one. Amon Decker. Tough move.
It's just, once he gets position, man, he's just going to have his way with most of the guys. We'll get another look at it here.
You look at it right here, Madre, as he takes his time, spins around, crossover, spin move, pump fake, and one.
It's his ability to play out of that triple threat, put the ball on the floor, stay patient. Amon Decker with a clinic, a footwork clinic down there in the post.
Good-looking prospect. Definitely good-looking prospect. Oh, that's tough move. And he got a block.
I think the only thing is I think he was inside the restricted area.
Yeah, he was. Jalen Jackson being aggressive. This is like the second or third time he's going to the basket. They need somebody besides Lowe to step up.
I love it's the little things about the game right here. If you look at that free throw, DJ Mitchell is talking to his team about how to help Amon Decker in that situation.
Yeah.
He was making sure that Amon Decker does not get in foul trouble, that he has the help that he needs. That just comes from playing in a championship program.
First shot was no good. Jackal attempted the second one. Second one's good.
They'll go back to that horn set right there, almost tipped away. Pegues has it. He'll dribble handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell looking to ball screen with Decker. Mitchell going to work on the kick out to Rowe. Pull up jumper.
Oh,
got it.
Shot. Man, Omar Rowe pulls up.
Man.
When Morehouse is shooting like this, they're hard to beat.
Can't say enough about how talented these guys are. I mean, and even those skip passes against this zone are dangerous plays. Tough
Shot's
three right
real
there.
Good, yeah.
That's not a good shot. 10 seconds remaining. You got to keep swinging it.
They don't know where to find the shot against that zone. Fort Valley's struggling against that right now.
Got it inside.
And we got a foul.
Morehouse going to test the depth inside.
Keyshawn Pegues will go to the line. Pegues is the 6'4" senior. First shot is good.
That's what he told me. We'll go to the free throw line here. We'll get a correction. 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. 31-22.
Second shot is good. Morehouse up 10, 32-22. Lowe's looking to get his shot. Morehouse is definitely going to step out on him and make him give it up. There's a double team. That could be a problem. Oh.
I'm wondering if they're going to give Quincy Young a touchdown there.
And it goes out of bounds, a turnover as Fort Valley turns it over. Try to get a bounce pass inside, unable to grab it. 4 minutes, Madre, 32-22. Decker again. Oh, tough. Oh, Decker using his body every time, Madre. Every time to draw that foul.
I mean, Morehouse right now is just clearing the backside of the floor and letting Decker work. And I can't blame him because you can't stop him. So,
well, they don't have nobody in the back to stop, to send it back.
Got to get to the help line. 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining, 32-22 our score. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more basketball action here on the Black College Sports Network here at Morehouse College. We'll be right back after the break.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
What up, y'all? It's Gary Gray. Check it out. I need you to do something for me. Join me April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia for Urban Nerd Con. It's going to be lit. Okay. Our heroes, our villains, everyone's con. See y'all there.
Visit theurbannerdcon.net to get your buy one, get one free badges before the price increases. Remember, our heroes, our villains, our stories, everyone's con. See you there. Around town, trying to get down.
And we're back here at Morehouse College, here at Forbes Arena at Morehouse, a wonderful facility for basketball action. And love this floor as we get Amon Decker back to the free throw line. David, Morehouse with a 10-point lead as Decker goes to the line. What are your thoughts on what we see for the basketball game so far?
Fort Valley is going to have to find a way to stop Morehouse going to the bucket. Morehouse is going to the bucket with confidence. I think they were successful in trying to get Morehouse to shoot from outside as
Decker gets the free throw.
Yeah, Decker hit both of them, but they're having issues. And Lowe is keeping them in this game, Madre. If it wasn't for Lowe, it would be a problem.
His second three-point field goal.
Decker from three, no good. And that goes right to what I just said, Madre. If you can get Morehouse to shoot from outside, that may be the key. Oh, Lowe again!
And this has been the Achilles heel for Morehouse. I don't like the early shot possessions, the one-passing shot possessions for Morehouse. Every time they've done that, it's been long shot, long rebound. Fort Valley runs out and gets a score on the other side. Outside of that, Morehouse has basically dominated this basketball game.
Myson Lowe with 15 points in the first half, 15 of the 28 for Fort Valley. I'm pretty sure when they go into a halftime, I'm sure Coach is going to mention that.
I'm pretty positive Myson Lowe was on the scouting report. If it's one thing I'm sure of, it's that this coaching staff had Myson Lowe on the scouting report, I'm sure. 34-28 our score, 34-28. Morehouse leading Fort Valley State. 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining as both teams come out of the huddle. And we're looking at this young man, Myson Lowe, for Fort Valley. Multiple three-pointers, as you mentioned, 15 points. He's found a way to get some buckets almost from the same spot.
Run him off that spot.
Here we go.
Mitchell,
Morehouse basketball.
Man.
And we'll see. I think they're going to do it again. No, they won't. They'll got a duck in from Pegas right there. But Decker with the basketball again.
Decker is out here putting on the clinic, taking his time.
They're going to have to find a matchup. Nobody can deal with Decker right now. There's Lowe again for three.
Lowe from downtown.
North Cobb Christian stand up. Myson Lowe.
Man.
The Atlanta product. Knocking it down for three.
Cuts the lead to 5. Oh.
Used to watch Myson Lowe as a ninth grader.
Oh.
As Young meets Pegas at the rim. I like the attack, though.
I love it. I love it.
I'll take an early shot when you're attacking the rim.
Yeah. It's those long jumpers that starts the fast break that is driving us both crazy.
And don't get me wrong, sometimes you need to take those shots. But Morehouse is just supremely talented. They're having their way. They're running their stuff. Everything would be basket or a foul for me as they try to close out the first half.
First shot is good for Pegas.
Talk about this phenomenal coaching staff. It's got Morehouse back to the top of the SIAC.
And it's, with them being at the top of the SIAC, you have a number of people from Atlanta, and the second shot is good. That'll make it 38-31. The excitement's coming back to Morehouse in the Atlanta area, and you have a walk.
That's the length of Morehouse right there. They're trying to tell Myson Lowe to slow down, but those guys are coming. They're coming to trap.
Well, they got to run him off that. They got to run him off the line, Dre, because if not, he's hot right now. He has 3 threes. I'm sure when they had that timeout, they was like, listen, run him off the line.
Had Mitchell on a back door, but
and we have a foul.
Job.
Yeah.
Every action that Morehouse has run has basically been successful. When they 1-4 high, they empty out one side. That has worked. I saw zipper cut off the post. That's working. They've gotten everything.
Well, Madre, the biggest thing, they're so confident going to the basket, they don't feel like no one's going to contest them going to the basket. So if you look at it like that, everything they're doing is with the expression of going to the basket.
And I'll say this, though. As well as Morehouse has looked, we're still looking at a single-digit game. It's a 9-point basketball game. Fort Valley hanging around.
And you
it's
know, we
a
always
dangerous
say,
thing.
hanging around until they can get that momentum. And Lowe has been, man.
Look at that defense from Pegas right there. I mean, he just absolutely took Estridge out of the play right there.
Oh.
Now we got a run out.
Oh.
Missed the dunk. Gray's got to be careful. He's missed a couple of shots, point-blank range.
And he had to be careful. He could have got a technical, but Mitchell was right there. Fort Valley had nobody back, and I'm sure Coach Robinson was not pleased with that.
We'll get a horn set right here. I thought they were going to go double high screen. Now they backed out of it, slipped the screen.
3 ball goes up. No good. And we have shot clock violation. Now they're going to reset it and probably put 1 second on the clock. 1 or 2 seconds.
It'll reset, goes off a Morehouse player, so I believe shot clock should reset to 20 right there.
But he didn't have possession. It just went off of him, though. We'll see what they call.
Is the rule that it goes back to 13 if it goes off of a Morehouse player?
We'll see what they call here.
No, you're right. It goes to 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It just went off of him. I thought you had to have some type of control for it to go to 13. That's what I thought, but I could be wrong on that. Oh. And we have a shot clock violation.
(42-31), minute 17 remaining. Morehouse looking to extend that lead as Mitchell calls out the set right there. Turnaround jump shot.
No good, and we have a foul.
Man, when this Morehouse team gets to all of their sets and they get to secondary options, third options, man, these guys are going to be so good.
Yeah, absolutely. And think about it, we haven't seen the big fella for Morehouse yet.
Noir for
yeah.
Hasn't gotten much time, and that'll be out of bounds.
Fort Valley is struggling with that zone, trying to throw over top of that zone. Because of the length, they don't have the size to throw over, Madre.
No, it's getting very tough right there. Morehouse with a chance to extend the lead. Taylor had it tapped away from behind. Low on the run. No numbers there as Morehouse transition defense is really solid. Attacking the glass. They got an offensive rebound. And shot clock will not be a violation. They'll say the shot clock should have reset.
Yeah, the shot clock should have reset, yeah.
Shot clock turned off right here as Mitchell was on the drive. Mitchell had it stripped away, so that's 2 turnovers back-to-back for Morehouse. 2-on-1. They'll lay it up, and no good. Tipped up and good.
And that shot is Joe Williams gets on the board.
Now we're going to have some more conversation about the clock. And if it's started on time or if it will not. They won't be able to take the points away, I don't think.
No, they can't.
Okay, so we'll have 3 seconds here, and Morehouse will need to go the length of the floor. And now some more conversation about the clock. I'm sure Fort Valley just wants to get out of here with a 9-point deficit, right? They don't want that deficit to go into double digits. They got their hands full with it being 9. But it'll still be at 3 seconds. And we'll get an inbound right here as Taylor's going to be the trigger man. Got it to Decker. 2, 1, Decker.
No good.
Off the side of the backboard, 42-35. Our score 42-35. The Morehouse Tigers leading Fort Valley State. We'll be right back with our second half action here on the Black College Sports News Network.
No one remembers that Benedict was everybody's homecoming date up until 2 years ago. And that first year when they went undefeated, they were on 4 homecoming schedules. And you're not on homecoming schedules most of the time unless you're at that level where everybody thinks they're going to get a dub. So let's remember, Benedict's not too far removed from 5-5, 3-7. So do I expect Benedict to take a step back? Yes. Do I expect Benedict to take a step back to the 3-7 days? No, I don't expect him to take a step back. But Brian, you went 10-0 2 years in a row. I mean, right. if you in Vegas, where you put your money at? Benedict is taking a step back, and that's not disrespecting. That's not disrespecting Dixon or anything else. But I'm just trying to be a realist. 9-1 is taking a step back compared to 2 10-0s.
Well, the question is, what can he get them? Can he stay in? Can he keep Benedict in contention for the SIAC?
That's question number one. Question number two, can they get to the playoffs?
They've gotten used to winning. And the whole part about that second one, Drew, is once you start building a name amongst the D2 voters, they kind of stick with you a little bit. So he's going to walk in inherently because of his previous success at West Florida and the Benedict success in the years before him, where they may end up getting some preseason votes. And then it'll come down to what? They'll have to do the winning on their own, right?
Yeah. And of course, we haven't looked at the schedule for 2024, but I don't think it's out yet. But I think, well, I'm just talking about the opponents. I think it's just a flip of the 2023 schedule as far as who they are facing, as far as in conference goes. Gotcha. So that was a pretty favorable schedule for Benedict. I think realistically, best case for Benedict, and some of you all may not understand this, would be what happened with Tremaine Jackson at Valdosta State. Took over a very successful program, took a step back for 1 year, and then year 2 back into the playoffs. I think that's what your expectation should be at Benedict.
But I think I don't think they'll settle for being under 500 though.
Tremaine Jackson wasn't under 500. He was right there at 500. I think he was like 6-5 or something like that.
Gotcha.
But he did take a step back, missed the playoffs in year 1. Year 2, what were they? They were the number 3 seed, I believe. Yes. Yeah. So
all right. Let's take a break because coming up on the other side, we're going to talk about the other big coaching hire that happened this week, and this one happened.
Oh, there was another one, Brian?
Yeah, there was another one. It happened just the other day, matter of fact.
It's not. Well, actually, technically, it's not official. They put out a graphic, but they haven't made the press conference. So that'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. They're doing the press conference tomorrow. I thought you were going to say they had to wait to get the Board of Trustees approval.
I would hope they would have done that before they do this press conference.
I think they got enough vote.
That's more of that mess that I was talking about in that poll, Brian, and I'm waiting on everybody to vote on.
Well, I ended the poll, and I think it was an overwhelming answer by everyone watching. So we're going to talk about that school on the highest of 7 hills and their new coaching hire with my good friend, co-host of the ONG Strike Zone, Kelvin Rozier. We'll talk with him about the new man leading the Rattlers right on the other side of this break. You're watching the BCSN Sports Wrap right here on the Black College Sports Network.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, My colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
All right, welcome back to the BCSN Sports Wrap. I almost said the
I thought it was ONG Strike Zone.
I almost said it.
And I was filling in for Marcus.
Well, you are in that spot. Brian and AD here. Joining us is our good friend Kelvin Rozier of the ONG Strike Zone. Appears every Wednesday right here on the Black College Sports Network, where Kelvin, Marcus Green, and I always talk about what's going on with Florida A&M University athletics. Kelvin, how are you feeling? How are you doing tonight, Rattler?
What's up, champ? What's up, champions? I'm back to champions now, baby.
Feeling good, right?
I'm feeling better. I'm not feeling good, but I'm feeling better.
Yeah. I'm feeling like a champion.
Well, in a week in which a lot of we were just talking about in the earlier segment, Chris Dishman introduced as the head coach at Texas Southern, Benedict Ron Dickerson Jr., and then FAMU makes it official. James Colsey III is officially the man at FAMU. Man, Kelvin, it took 25 days, 20, well, technically, maybe you could say 26 days to get here, where we probably should have been from Jump Street. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, we should have been here the day after Willie left, to be frank. You know, we wasted some money, first of all, with this whole search firm process just to go with an in-house hire. This was a great decision for this reason, right? I was very impressed, by the way. Not that it was a surprise to me. FAMU is an attractive job. We defending champions. We got a loaded team. We're in a state with no taxes. So I expected quality candidates to apply once we went with a search firm. But this particular hire is important because of the totality of where we are, right? Is Colsey the most qualified or the most sexiest pick, given the pool and given even candidates on staff, to be frank? Probably not. But he's the solid and a good fit, because those of us who are tuned into our university and to our team and into Rattler Nation understood that the glue to keep all this together, this whole championship talk, was keeping having an internal hire at the end of the day. And if you watch the reports, if you watch the response from the team. They're ecstatic about it. You know, we had a couple of starters who were in a portal. I know that one was, I don't think it's officially been announced yet, but one of them who had legitimate D1 offers is withdrawn from the portal. I anticipate the second one to do so also.
Nice.
And then you know, we had a couple of commits that fell by the wayside. Well, I understand one of those Florida State commits are back in play and on campus. So we understood why, you know, you had a lot of chatter from the outside. We understood what the big vision was and the running back and what that meant. And so now this gives us an opportunity to stop the bleeding, so to speak. You know, you won't like we watched what happened to Jackson State when Dion jumped out there, and then because those kids were part of the program, but they were there for Dion, not necessarily Jackson State. Luckily for us, we had just the opposite. Our kids were there. They loved Coach Simmons and his staff, but they were there, they had FAMU for FAMU, and they love Rattler Nation. So we were able to, while we went through this process, we were able to kind of keep everybody in play for the most part. You know, we did have Griffey who ended up leaving. You know, but outside of that, you know, everybody else is still in play for the most part. So I'm excited about the hire, and there's no absolute. We can't say that, you know, we're gonna run through the swag and go undefeated next year, but we damn sure gonna have a chance. I trust this staff collectively. That's the other thing. I think having Coach Cozy in play gives us a chance to keep the entire staff together. You know, there's still some chatter about a couple of folks. Has nothing to do with Coach Cozy, but I think we got a legitimate shot because people trust him and Rattler Nation. You know, we're gonna do what we do. We rally. And the last thing I have to say this, Brian, I've seen some people gloating and boasting and so forth. You know, because there was a lot of outside folks talking a lot of noise to Rattler Nation. I think this is a teachable moment for HBCUs in general. You don't have to be quiet and you don't have to be uninvolved and accept that someone who has a title who may or may not be qualified to make a decision, or they just decide to make a terrible decision, and you got to accept it and still support it. Rattler Nation show you how it's done, baby. I told you on the ONG for weeks. I believe in Rattler Nation. I got some calls. And people reminded me, man. They kept them receipts. I said, no, you kept telling us. Trust Rattler Nation. I'm telling you. So honestly, this is how the big boys do it too, frankly. Now they of course do it on their level. It ain't the same scalability. Yeah. It ain't the same scalability. But that's how winning tradition program.
Hello, we're back for our second half of action. We've got two great teams in the building tonight. We're here at Forbes Arena at Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, here on BCSN. David, we just watched a great first half of action. Our score is 42-35. What are your thoughts on the first half of play?
Tell of two tapes. Morehouse wants to take advantage of their length, which they have, and that zone has been giving Fort Valley State all type of problems. The only thing for Morehouse, they're taking advantage down low of, you know, with their shot selection, especially with Amon Decker. Amon Decker leads them with 12 points, and you know he's been really good at taking his time, getting them to the basket. Fort Valley doesn't have a shot blocker, so Morehouse is taking big advantage of that. But in the same sense, Morehouse has to get back and find Myson Lowe. He has 20 points at the half, shooting 7 for 10 overall and 4 for 6 from 3. They have to run him off that line, make him go to the basket because Morehouse has some shot blockers. So make Lowe go to the basket and get contested because right now he's having a field day from outside. And it looks like, Madre, it's at the same spot as well. The same spot he's knocking them down.
Being able to make shots. We'll see how the second half is play out. I'm going to just check in on some scores from around the SIAC. We've got Savannah State in a close one in the first half versus Allen University. The score, just a 1-point game, 17-16 between Savannah State and Allen University. We've got Edward Waters University locked in a matchup with Benedict. That score in the first half with 9 minutes and 34 seconds remaining is at 31-16. Benedict with about a 15-point lead over Edward Waters. David, we talked about this East Division and how tough it is. Some other teams around the league locked in a couple of matchups. So right here, we're going to stay in the East. We've got Fort Valley State University versus Morehouse College. 42-35 our score, and these teams will get ready to break the huddle. David, if you're in that Morehouse huddle right now, what are you telling your team for the second half of action as they come out?
Key on Myson Low. Make somebody else burn us. Right now, nobody else has more than 2 buckets for Fort Valley. Myson Low is that guy that is keeping them in this game. So if they can stay in that zone and run him off that 3-point line, I think they'll be in business. And as you said, Madre, take better shots. And when I say take better shots, get that shot clock down to 15-10 and take your time. There's no need to take that 20, 25 seconds on the clock and take a shot like that. There's no need for that. And for Fort Valley, for them to get back in this game, they're going to need somebody to step up besides Myson Low.
All right, coming out to start the second half, we'll see Okiki out there with Gray, Rowe, Taylor, and Decker. That'll be the starting 5 for the Maroon Tigers. Fort Valley with the ball. They get a post entry there to Young. Double coming. Pick and pop action there. They'll reverse. There's Lowe again.
Low.
Couldn't get it there. They'll try to go back inside. Got it to Young. Shot clock going low. Down to 3. Young, turn around. Jump shot no good. Decker with the rebound.
That's good defense. That's actually really good defense.
And he'll get it to Okiki, and they'll start to set the table for the Maroon Tigers for their first possession. Little zipper action right here. Now they'll get it inside. And split action off the post.
Decker again.
Blocked away.
Block. That's a good block.
Dead even on the numbers, 2-on-2, and Lowe lost it. Bodies will hit the floor, and we'll get a jump ball call here. I like that possession for Fort Valley. We saw trying to run a little action here. I'm sorry, for Morehouse, trying to run a little action here. We saw zipper and a little split action right there.
And I'm fine with that shot as well because they're getting high percentage shots, Madre. Decker's getting, he's getting point-blank shots. You can't beat that. Until Fort Valley can force Morehouse to take 15-foot shots or more, and Lowe is just getting to the bucket continuously.
I agree. I would like to see Lowe be a little more patient on that possession and wait for the ball screen, but gets it done, able to get a bucket. Rowe with the basketball, thought about the 3. Now Rowe goes one-on-one, gets it to Decker. Decker, he's going to take the 3.
Decker
knocking it down.
Knocking it down. Amon Decker feeling it tonight.
And maybe I just expect Morehouse to play a little more Memphis Grizzly than Golden State Warriors, but they're not wasting any time. This is like the old Phoenix Suns, 6 seconds or less. Is D'Antoni the coach here at Morehouse?
There's the first shot that's not from Decker.
Big rebound there
from Lowe,
for Cedric Taylor. Little horn set, dribble handoff into a ball screen.
Jaden Gray. Oh.
Throws it away. Got it back. 10 seconds on that shot clock. Tried to go into Taylor.
Yeah.
And we'll see Myson Lowe with the basketball. He's had his way today, David.
Yes, he has. They got to find somebody to stop him.
And that's just a vet move by Myson Lowe to draw the foul on Okiki right there.
That was.
And Lowe just smiling at Okiki, knowing that he absolutely baited him into that one.
He's a savvy player, Madre. Very savvy.
Okiki going to come back and try to pressure Lowe again. He better be careful.
Low again.
They'll respace here. Now we'll get an attack. And tripped over the foot here. Now they're either going to call that on Okiki again, or that one will be on Taylor. It looks like that will be on Okiki. 2 quick fouls for Okiki.
And turnover.
Young trying to go to work. Too many dribbles. Taylor gets it to Decker. Decker with the left-hand layup.
This is Decker's night tonight, Madre. Decker is rolling.
Got a man on the backside. Missed him. In transition, they had a 3-on-2.
10-point lead, Madre.
Had Jalen Jack on the backside. They just absolutely missed him. So now they get it to Lowe. Lowe trying with the step off, just not covering enough ground for this Morehouse length. Shot clock down to 5. They're not watching. 3, 2.
Oh, is able to get his own rebound. Wow.
Pull up 3. Now we got an early jump shot, and it's just not a good possession right there for Fort Valley.
When you got the rebound, take your time.
.21 seconds remaining. They'll get it inside. Taylor's got the mismatches. He's got Low.
So yeah, he had Low on him now. That's a great read right there.
Mouse in the house, as they say. As Cedric Taylor gets the bucket. 49-37 is our score. Morehouse extending that lead.
Low again. Hey!
Got the bucket inside.
He's tough, man. He's tough. They got to do something, Madre.
I've watched Myson Lowe play since he was a 9th grader, and he's always been able to score the basketball.
Yeah, it's 24 points.
Got it to Decker. Myson Lowe, a Cobb County kid, so very familiar with this Atlanta area. I'm sure he's got friends and family in here. I'll give you one guess as to who Myson Lowe's trainer was during his early development years playing basketball.
Oh, yeah, tell me. I got Nick Stapleton written all over.
And you are absolutely correct.
You kidding me? That's a Nick Stapleton kid right there.
Time out on the floor here. We got a 10-point basketball game here on Forbes Arena. Just this beautiful facility for basketball. We look at the floor right here. So much history and tradition here. I would be remiss without mentioning Grady Brewer.
Oh, yeah.
Legendary Morehouse coach.
Coach Brewer, legendary.
Made a promise that anytime I talked about Morehouse basketball, I would have to talk about the legend, Grady Brewer, that taught me what it was to be a Morehouse man, was a part of our basketball podcast, Love of the Game, so many years, and just kind of set the standard for Georgia basketball for a very long time, especially in this building.
Absolutely. I mean, Coach Brewer had been here for many, many years, not just as the head coach, as an assistant as well. And, you know, I always look at it was a pleasure just to be associated with Coach Brewer, to see what he's done for Morehouse in all of those years. So, you know, you can't, like you said, you cannot mention Morehouse without mentioning Coach Brewer.
I think Coach Brewer looking down, proud of the job that Doug Whitler has done with this program in his absence. Has him number 1 in the SIAC.
Yes, he does.
Inside, couldn't get it done, tipped around. Pegas battling inside, and he's going to be fouled and go to the line.
Morehouse just taking advantage of the athleticism and length, as you said, Marjorie, taking huge advantage.
That foul's going to go against Jamal Reynolds. And Pegas is going to go to the line and have opportunity to extend this double-digit lead. He gets the first one. these next 3 minutes, this is a danger zone for Fort Valley.
Yeah. You almost cringe because if Lowe gets cold, and right now Lowe is out of the game. So as you said, Madre,
these next 3 minutes is critical.
Yeah.
Lead right now at 12. You don't want it to stretch out. That 15, 18 could be
20,
very difficult to come back with Morehouse rolling at home.
He stepped out of bounds.
DJ Mitchell stepped out of bounds. So that handoff between Mitchell and Gray will result in a turnover.
When you think about it, Madre, that's not a bad move because at some point you had to give Lowe somewhat of a breather. You just couldn't have him go all 40 minutes.
You got 15 minutes, so they'll probably sit for 2 or 3 minutes. They're going to try to find some offense without him, but it's going to be tough sledding here.
But if they don't, they'll have to – that break will be short if they don't.
Morehouse switching everything on those screens. They just have so much length and ability. There's an air ball right there as Pegas comes up with the rebound and gets it to Gray. Gray on the push. Get a high ball screen there from Decker, and I'll go dribble handoff right there. Gets it over to Decker, and he's been dangerous.
Yes,
Decker on the attack. Maybe got away with a travel right there.
Did. Yeah, he got away with a travel.
And they'll call it. It'll be Fort Valley basketball. 14 minutes and 31 seconds remaining, and Fort Valley will have a fresh 30-second shot clock to go to work here.
Right now, 12-point lead, Madre. They need a basket from somebody.
Got to start trying to take advantage of some of this aggressiveness from Morehouse defensively. Maybe try to get backdoor, try to beat them on a backdoor cut a couple times to back them off, but
shots are no good.
And for all their effort, now we're going to see the 7-footer Nwafor come into the game. And it's just the rich get richer when it comes to the Maroon Tigers.
But you know what? In this situation, this almost forces Fort Valley to have to run. Because if they make the mistake and go into a half-court set, you got Nwafor is going to be able to operate.
Out of the game goes Decker, but into the game is Big Nwafor, so we'll see. Taylor got caught with a heck of a screen, but Morehouse still able to recover and bottle up Fort Valley. They're just not able to get open shots. This
great D. Oh.
Able to slip through, just as I said it wouldn't happen. Rudolph comes through and gets a bucket for Fort Valley. Back down to 10.
10-point game.
I'm still watching this down to the 12-minute mark.
And Nwafor, you know, an interesting fact with Nwafor, and we have a charge.
It's Nwafor getting hit with the screen right there. He tried to lean into Estridge on that screen.
Nwafor has taken the NIL into his own hands. He has his own clothing brand. An interesting fact, has his own clothing brand that's been successful.
These young kids have such a great opportunity.
Yes, they do.
I don't think I could fit any of the clothing from Nwafor. As a grown man, as they say.
Absolutely.
20 seconds on that shot clock. Can't give enough credit to Pegas for the defense that he's playing.
Yes, he is.
And that switching style of Morehouse. Got it outside. They'll give up the three. Got it.
Good. Knocks it down.
Fort Valley's going to need that. They're going to have to knock down a couple of shots. Now, remember I said I was watching it all the way up until the 12-minute mark because this 3-minute period was critical. And in this 3-minute period, they've been able to cut into this Morehouse lead.
Kevon Estridge is the one that knocked it down. He's an Atlanta native out of Coastal Alabama JUCO. Shots no good.
They got a chance to run right here. They got numbers. No good. Couldn't get the layup to go. Taylor on the push. No numbers. Does not care. Taylor got a full head of steam.
Yes, he did.
Cedric Taylor is only a freshman. Cedric Taylor's every bit of 6'7", handling the ball like that.
Out of Drew Charter.
(51-44) as Taylor gets the first one to go. We're a couple of seconds from that 3-minute mark, and we've had some interesting basketball. And the Morehouse lead is just 8. They were able to work it down in single digits, and we'll see a media timeout here in a little bit. It's got to be a good feeling for a 5-point basketball game. If you're Fort Valley, you got to be feeling good as we get close to the timeout under 12. I'm sure we'll get one the next day of ball.
Rudolph knocked it down.
They tried to go to Noir and listen, you can't complain about that foul. I know Fort Valley not happy about it, but we'll get some substitution. And here comes Myson Lowe back into the basketball game as we get some subs. But we'll have a media timeout on the floor, 52-47 our score, 52-47. We'll be right back here on the Black College Sports Network with our final 11:54.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
And we're back here live at Forbes Arena. We'll do a quick check-in on a couple of games. We got a 1-point game between Savannah State and Allen University, as we've got Morehouse and Fort Valley here. Demetrius Caleb immediately comes in the game and takes another deep three. 52-47. Still no Myson Lowe. They've been able to cut into the lead without Lowe on the floor. That's been good news for Fort Valley. We got a 5-point basketball game here. Morehouse's largest lead has been 12 points.
I would assume they're going to take their time and try and get it to the
turnover there by Mitchell.
Now they're going to say it's going to be Morehouse ball was tapped out.
So we'll take a look at a couple of other scores really quickly. Here we've got Benedict versus Edward Waters University, 50-26. Benedict all over Edward Waters in the first half. 3 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first half in that game.
And we have a foul. That foul was on Cedric Taylor.
Big possession right here for Fort Valley. They could cut this to 2 on this possession.
Yes, they can.
Nice move inside. Offensive rebound. Turner hook shot, no good.
Oh.
Tipped around, almost tipped it in his own basket. And we'll get a loose ball foul right here.
They called a foul? Wow.
Loose ball foul.
That was a late whistle.
And it'll be Kadeem Sam who got fouled, but They'll inbound underneath their own basket.
They almost tipped it in their own basket, Madra.
Definitely did. Fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock.
And that's going to be over and back.
Tough possession. Guys, just want to see guys kind of settle down a little bit in this basketball game.
Yeah.
Forcing it a little too much, and it's led to turnovers for both teams. 52-47, 10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Here comes Myson Lowe.
Remaining. And as we'll see Lowe come back on the floor. Now, this is a big possession here for Morehouse. They want to score, and DJ Mitchell gets right to it, but can't get the layup to go. Morehouse has had how many of those? 4 layups or so, right? Point blank range of the basket. Couldn't get it to go. Jaden Gray missed a dunk in the first half.
Joe Williams comes in the game for Fort Valley.
And Decker back in the game for Morehouse. Missed his scoring. Taylor 3 right there. No good. Tipped. No. And Fort Valley will control it. They need some help bringing the ball up because Vegas was all over him. Caleb, a good defender as well. Got it.
Whoa!
With the
Joe Williams with authority.
That's how you come into the game. When you check in, make sure you check in with Joe Williams. 52-49. And we talk about how talented Morehouse is, but when the ball sticks and the ball doesn't consistently move, Fort Valley's been able to chew away at this lead and get back into the basketball game.
Williams with authority off a great bounce pass. Man.
Got Keyshawn Pegas at the line here.
First shot's no good. Fort Valley is fought back. Madre, in your famous words, hanging around.
They've cut into the lead from, and there's Pegas gets the free throw to go. Took a 12-point lead to 4 in just a few minutes of play. Kick out, wide open 3 there.
Good. Cuts the lead to the 1. Wow. Kevon Eskridge with his second 3.
Mitchell. 3 ball on the way. Couldn't get that one to go. Tipped around. Had Myson Lowe ahead. They'll go the other way. Eskridge will take another one.
No, sir.
Little off balance on that 3. Taylor pull-up jump shot there off the side of the backboard. Guys may want to settle down now. We got Decker asking for the basketball. He wanted it to go to Mitchell. Now they'll cross screen for Decker right there, and he wants it. But Taylor looking for the screen. He wanted to work against Lowe, and Taylor had it stripped away, and it's Myson Lowe. Myson Lowe, just another vet move working against the 6'7" Taylor.
It's going to stay with Morehouse, but that energetic D could give Fort Valley some momentum.
And Myson Lowe letting Taylor know. No easy post-ups over here. 1-point basketball game now. Taylor takes the deep 3. His shot clock expired.
Shot clock violation.
Now,
Andre, do you feel a little bit of momentum starting to shift?
You absolutely do. Fort Valley has erased. At the 15-minute mark, Morehouse had a 12-point lead.
Good block.
And now we've got a 1-point basketball game, and Williams, working inside, has
it's tipped in.
Fort Valley
takes the lead. Wow.
They have dominated the last 7 minutes of play, and Coach Whitler is going to take a timeout.
Look at the Fort Valley faithful here at Morehouse. Wow.
You mentioned how many Atlanta kids are on both of these teams, so Fort Valley brought some fans, and they're coming to get after it, but we'll have a timeout on the floor, and it looks like we'll get a full timeout, so we're going to go to a quick break. We'll come back with more Morehouse Tiger basketball here on the Black College Sports Network. We'll be right back. Here at Forbes Arena, we've got Morehouse Maroon Tigers. Now down 1 versus Fort Valley State. Morehouse the home team, white tops, white bottoms. Those maroon numbers. Fort Valley, blue top, blue bottom. Gold numbers trimmed in white. David, this second half, we've seen Fort Valley erase a 12-point lead, and now they're up 1. What are your thoughts on the last 7 minutes of play?
Morehouse has played right to Fort Valley's strength. And with them playing right to Fort Valley's strength, the biggest thing, they have the advantage, and, some of the shots just, I don't know. I'm assuming that's why Coach called the timeout. Get that ball down low. Morehouse misses the shot, but they're able to corral the rebound to reset the shot clock.
Little Iverson cut right there into a ball screen. As Mitchell tried to go across, and Taylor takes another three, and Taylor gets after
it down. That's big.
The little trash talk from Myson Lowe has ignited Taylor. Kick out. Got it to Estridge. Estridge has been dangerous.
Yeah.
Get a foul call right there. And it'll be Rudolph going to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Rudolph has been a little bit more aggressive going to the basket in this second half.
We get a timeout on the floor here. Had a foul call, but there will be another timeout on the floor. We'll stay right here and keep it going. 56-54. 56-54. 7 minutes and 24 seconds remaining on the clock. When we come back from this timeout, we'll have Rudolph at the line, and he'll be shooting 2 with the opportunity to tie the basketball game. David, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, on the previous possession, that was Fort Valley's first lead of the game before we got the shot from Taylor.
Yes, it was. This whole game, first lead.
Now, do you believe on the Taylor jumper that Morehouse has reestablished momentum here, or do you feel like it's still riding with Fort Valley?
Right now, I feel like it's anybody's game, and right now it's going to come down to execution because Fort Valley has all the confidence in the world right now, and with them having all the confidence in the world right now, this game is going to seesaw back and forth over these next 3 or 4 minutes unless Morehouse can establish what they did in the first half and they've gotten away from it.
I always watch the game in 3-minute increments, and you see after a big play who controls the next 3 minutes of a basketball game.
Absolutely.
I firmly believe that is what Coach Whitler is telling to his team. We only need to play as hard as we can for the next 3 minutes. We'll have another timeout under 4, and we'll come back and talk about it after the under 4 timeout for the last media timeout.
But Madre, what's the problem right now? Fort Valley has hanging around. Now it's 7 minutes. If they're hanging around at 4 minutes or 3 minutes, there's a problem. There's going to be a problem.
Airball on the free throw. Coming out of the timeout.
Free throw. Wow.
Now Rudolph's going to hear about that one.
Yes, he will.
They're getting after him. Rudolph being able to cut it to 1. And he does. Myson Lowe going to be a little one-man pressure right here working against Taylor. Taylor and Rudolph. Taylor and Lowe have been kind of jawing at each other. They'll switch the handoff right there, right into a ball screen for Gray. And Gray had it stripped away. Ball to Lowe. They've got some numbers. Got a guy in the corner.
3 ball.
On the way. Got it. Knocked it down.
Antonio Pelham gets on the board for the first time tonight with a crucial basket.
And now Lowe working against Mitchell and letting Mitchell know. Lowe just controlling his game. He did it in the first half with his scoring. Now seems to be doing it with his passing and defense. Taylor 3 off the side of the glass. Gray inside, blocked away. Now Fort Valley has numbers again. Lowe gonna take a 3. Can't get that one to go. Still a 2-point lead. They get it to Taylor. Taylor had it tipped away. Listen, Fort Valley has seemed to turn up their defensive intensity. So we've seen multiple deflections and strips. Anytime Morehouse brings the ball down, Fort Valley there to tip it away.
It's no longer about hanging around. They have the momentum now, Madra.
Another deflection and a steal for Fort Valley.
They have the momentum. So it's no longer about hanging around the 3 minutes. They're trying to put them away.
Estrich has been phenomenal for Fort Valley as well. Was looking for a foul on that one, no call. Mitchell on the run. Morehouse has numbers, got to kick out to Taylor. Taylor. Glides through the lane.
Wow.
Cedric Taylor. We got a tie basketball game.
Good looking prospect.
6'7", able to put it on floor. We got a 1-4 Low right here. Now they'll go high ball screen. Low tried to spin through the lane. Won't be able to do that against this Morehouse Tiger defense. The Maroon Tigers are just going to take it away from you. Trying to spin in traffic. Estrich already calling out the offensive play for the next possession. That's just smart leadership. Decker got away with a travel right there, and he scored it. He absolutely got away with a travel on that one. But a 2-point lead for Morehouse. That's a big bucket right there for Amon Decker.
Yes, it was.
And
Decker
a big
with the
defensive stop. And called a timeout. That is a heady play for Amon Decker. Just a heady play for Decker. And here we are. A 2-point lead for the Maroon Tigers as we go to this timeout with a 2-point lead. And we're here at just over under the 5-minute mark. Now we were talking about that 4-minute mark and what the score was going to be. Morehouse accomplishing what they needed to do to try to get back in control of this game. They're going to have to do it on defense, and we saw them do it with Amon Decker jumping on the floor. David, how are you feeling about the final 4:58 remaining in this basketball game?
If I'm Morehouse, keep going to the basket. I know they want to get a 3 here or there, but go to the basket. That's your strength, Morehouse. Fort Valley cannot stop you, but in the same sense, they have to communicate on D because these guards are giving them problems. They're giving them problems. So it's going to be about execution these last 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and you want to see who's going to will their way to a victory.
If I'm Morehouse right now, I'm going to the big junior out of Minnesota in this game. I'm going to Ahmad Decker. We're going to cross screen. I'm going to cross screen to clear out one side. I'm going to get Ahmad Decker a touch right here. We'll see what Coach Whitler has drawn up. Good ball movement, good player movement right here from Morehouse. And they get it right inside to Decker, and he goes right at him. And we're going to get a foul call.
Yeah, it's called charge.
Oh, wow.
Charge.
Wow. They baited Decker with a little bit of a flop right there.
Yes, they did.
I love the play call from Coach Whitler right there. Smart basketball. Got some movement, cleared out the backside, went right to Decker for a touch. But now Morehouse will have to defend. Slipped it inside. Rudolph.
Oh, Rudolph almost traveled.
Estridge,
three
ball. No good.
Oh, he sold it.
He baited him.
Oh, he sold it.
He absolutely
sold
baited
it. Definitely sold it. Wow.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah. If anything, that's a flop.
Pegas got baited into a foul right there.
Wow.
That was a flop.
Yes, it was.
I mean, did Pegas make contact? Yes. But that was a flop.
Yeah, that.
But it'll be Fort Valley basketball down 2. Single double right there. Little floppy action from Fort Valley. That 3 no good. Got it inside. And now we'll get a foul call on Taylor.
Pelham with the rebound. He's been key down this stretch, Madre. He's been key. He knocked the 3 down. He just got the offensive rebound and got fouled. You always are looking for that other person besides your stars to step up.
I love that play call right there for Fort Valley. Went to the floppy action, ran Estridge out the other side. Lowe stepped out on the opposite side.
Pelham missed the first one. Second one's good.
Got a 1-point basketball game. Now we'll get another media timeout here under 4, I believe, on the next dead ball. 1-point basketball game, 60-59 is our score. Gray with the basketball, looking to attack. Almost had it stripped away. It'll be a foul. And now we'll get the media timeout as expected. So we've got 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining on 1-point basketball game, 60-59 our score. We got a media timeout, so we'll go and take a break and come right back here on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us. And we're back here with the final 3 minutes and 56 seconds. We got a 1-point basketball game. And it'll be Jaden Gray at the free throw line for Morehouse. We've got Morehouse College versus Fort Valley State University. It's been a back and forth game here in this second half, David. How do you think Morehouse will play the last 4 minutes of this game?
Well, they're going with their strong team that they want down the stretch. Got to execute. That's what this comes down to, man. You got to execute, whether you're Morehouse or you're Fort Valley. Fort Valley, man, I mean, hanging around to the point where they even took the lead for a little while in these last 7 minutes. So, this is going to be a dogfight these last 3 minutes and 56 seconds.
Going to try to check in on some scores for you around the SIAC in just a moment. But we'll stick with our basketball action here. We got 62-59, a 3-point basketball game here. The Maroon Tigers with the lead as Estridge goes to work. Estridge with the pull-up right there. No good. Taylor with the strong rebound.
Taylor skied for that one. Morehouse is going to take the time and try and eat some clock now.
Last couple of possessions for Morehouse have improved. A lot more action as Mitchell looks at it, gets it to Taylor. Taylor, I thought, was going to go to that turnaround jump shot.
Shot clock at 8.
Gray got it inside. Decker. And Rudolph with a strong rebound there.
And here comes Fort Valley.
On the push. Estridge.
Oh,
layup is good.
Move. Estridge.
Back to a 1-point game. (62-61) is our score. Pegas ripped through, stripped away.
Stripped away. Fort Valley can take the lead.
Big possession right here.
3
Estridge
ball.
with the basketball.
No good.
Not the shot you want right there. Wow, not that.
Jay Gray. Tough shot. 4-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, Madre.
4-point basketball game. Estridge with the basketball. Little dribble handoff action, a la Coach Calipari at Kentucky. They'll get a kick out, wide open 3 from the corner. Cannot answer. Big rebound by Decker. Now this is a vital possession. I believe Morehouse has opportunity to put the game away right here on this possession.
You take this down to under 10. You do not shoot this.
Absolutely. You need to score or an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
And you can put the game away right here. Gray is going to take it down.
10. Yep.
Got to go at 7. Gray making his move. Kick out. Taylor, 3 ball, no good.
Oh, offensive rebound. But they called it, and it was a push. That was a good call. That was a good call. He got away with the push.
Wow. And now, because you're in the bonus, every foul is going to send Fort Valley to the free throw line. They'll shoot 2. So instead of having a back-breaking offensive rebound, that would allow you to run another 20 to 25 seconds off the clock. Now you give 2 free throws to Fort Valley.
They can cut it to 2.
And we'll have 90 seconds to fight it out.
First shot is good. Rudolph coming up with some key points down the stretch.
Going to check in with a couple of scores right here. We've got a tight contest between Savannah State and Allen University as we see Rudolph knock down the jumper right there. Allen with a 32-30 lead over Savannah State.
2-point lead.
Gray has it. Gray going to take his time. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:15 on the game clock. Morehouse content with running time. Just a 2-point game.
And a steal.
It was stolen away. Estridge on the run. 1-on-1. Floats it off the top, and he's got it. We've got a tie basketball game with 56 seconds remaining. We are under 1 minute. No timeout being called right here. Morehouse going to run a possession. Now they won't be able to run it out and take the last shot. We've got 15 seconds on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the game clock. So no matter what happens, unless there's an offensive rebound, Fort Valley will get an opportunity. Decker inside. No good from Decker. Decker offensive rebound, doesn't kick it back out.
And one! And one! Big basket by Decker. Wow! That's big.
Amon Decker fighting his guts out inside. And will go to the free throw line. Amon Decker with the lefty layup. Gives Morehouse the lead with only 26 seconds remaining.
It's no good.
And
a foul! Wow! Fort Valley with the foul. they're not in the bonus, so that means it's going to go out of bounds. Or are they in 1-on-1?
It'll be 1-on-1.
Okay.
It'll be 1-on-1. Pegasus will shoot. Just a 2-point lead, has a chance to stretch it out to 4 and help Morehouse put this game away. Back-to-back buckets for Morehouse. And another offensive rebound.
Wow, another offensive rebound. Morehouse all over the offensive board.
And now Taylor.
Coach Robinson has to be beside himself. Fort Valley just gave up 2 crucial offensive rebounds. Look how irate he is, Madre. And rightfully so. That was the game right there.
Absolutely the basketball game. Now, Morehouse will have to do their own work.
Yeah.
They're going to have to put it away at the free throw line, and they haven't been able to do that, but they've just been able to offensive rebound and misses. But now they are in the bonus with this foul, so I'll need to see if this foul will still be a 1-and-1, and then the next foul will be the bonus foul, or if they'll shoot 2 on this possession break.
Now, Morehouse has to knock down some free throws to ice the game. If not, Fort Valley is still in this game.
You want to make them both and stretch it out to 4, and then if you're Coach Whitler, you're telling your team, hey, do not foul, right? But the first one is the most important one.
Yes, it is.
You want to make the front end. We'll see what happens here as both teams get ready to break the lineup. Now, we've got another SIAC game going on. We've got Clark playing against Albany State, but I can't see a score of that basketball game. We've got Allen and Savannah State with a 2-point game, and we've got Benedict all over Edward Waters right now, up 27 all over Edward Waters. Benedict's so tough at home.
Yes, they are. And a top 25 team in the country.
Morehouse needs this win because they've got the win advantage over Benedict, and they want to stay on top of the conference. So they'll need this win tonight to keep pace with Benedict and keep that half-game lead because they did win and beat Benedict here at Forbes Arena.
Yeah, they had the big win against Benedict here, as you said.
Taylor gets the first.
Knocks down the first. That's a big shot for Taylor.
That's the most important one. Now you're up 3. Now, David, I'll ask you this. If Taylor makes this free throw, do you foul and just send Fort Valley to the line knowing that they can't beat you?
I wouldn't. Me personally, no. I mean, it's not a bad strategy, but I want this clock to keep running like it is right now.
Could not get the layup to go. Big rebound by Decker. Decker going to hold it. Almost tipped away.
And it's going to go to Fort Valley with 7 seconds left. Fort Valley needs a quick basket, or they need a prayer to get fouled on the 3 and make it.
Got it to Lowe. Lowe has it. Tried to take the step-off jump shot. Now does. Can't get that one to go. Rudolph has it. And that is how the basketball game will end. Morehouse 69, Fort Valley State 65. David, any final thoughts on this basketball game?
Man, a lot closer to what we thought it was going to be. I mean, kudos to Fort Valley for fighting all the way back from the large deficit at halftime to go ahead and make this a game.
That's how the game will end. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Black College Sports Network. We'll be back with more action later on. We'll go to a quick break.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburn.com, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
You see, Head & Shoulders has scalp shield technology, protects against flakes, even between washes. It's never not working.
Kind of like us. Number 15?
Never not working.
I don't like this one.
Me neither.
Let's get out of here.
Head & Shoulders scalp shield, never not working.
When you're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics, there's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
It's like a loop machine.
At CDW, we get speed as the new currency of success.
Our team spends way too much time tending to outdated applications and software when they should be focused on driving application agility and innovation.
CDW Amplified Development Services modernizes software and application development to help accelerate innovation and digital transformation.
So you mean building new applications, UI, and mobile interfaces?
Well, you said you needed to innovate more quickly.
Oh, so he's a listener.
To do more at scale, trust CDW Amplified Development Services.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's.
For us to give us a little bit of momentum. Keyshawn was excellent, pretty dang good from the free throw line, making 9 out of the 11 that he took. But man, this SIAC basketball, you know, it's a tough league. The East is extremely tough. I tell my guys every day in practice, you know, anybody can beat you in this league on any day. So we just got to stay prepared and stay focused. But I'm extremely proud of these guys for being resilient. And when, you know, it looks like our back is against the wall, they seem to fight their way out.
The star of this game, Amon Decker. Amon Decker took his time almost every time. He got high percentage shots, and a lot of times he was getting fouled. He used his body. He was really good down low tonight.
Yeah, he was. And, you know, we've been talking to him about that, you know, because he's a little undersized for a post, but he got great footwork and a good body on him. And I just tell him, get down there. You know, he thinks he's a two guard sometimes. He want to dribble from outside the three, but when he get the ball elbow in, he's pretty good with it, and he's listening to his coaches now. We're using his pump fakes to get the longer guys in the air. But he's playing with a lot of inspiration right now. A lot of people don't know, but the game we played Talladega, he lost his grandfather, and it was very emotional for him. And he gave us a good game that game, too. So he's playing with some inspiration, and I'm extremely proud of him.
Listen, you guys shot very well from the free throw line. To me, that's the key. It's a 4-point victory, and you shot very well from the free throw line.
Absolutely. We work on them every day. We got a new rule. Well, guys got to come in. You know, we can't get them in practice. They got to make 100 free throws a day. And, you know, I tell them all the time, if we don't turn the ball over, if we rebound and only allow 1 shots, and we make our free throws, we'll have a chance to win every game. And so tonight we made them, and we was, you know, blessed enough to come out with the victory.
And as you said tonight, Coach, the SIAC East, there's no off days. There's no off days. You know, you look at Fort Valley, they're at the bottom of the East, but, man, I mean, like I said, you have Fort Valley, you turn around and you'll go to Allen, or you can turn around and go to a Benedict, or you got Clark, of course, or you could turn around and have Edward Waters. I mean, like you said, on any given day, all these games are close. We saw you play against Edward Waters, and you're like, man, execution.
Execution.
It's execution all day. So, I mean, like you said, a couple possessions, this could be the other way.
It could be the other way, man. And again, I'm just proud that my guys stayed focused and they answered every punch that was thrown at them. It's a very tough league. It's a lot of guys in this league that can play, guard-heavy league. And we got a target on our back. We've had a target on our back since I've been a student athlete at Morehouse, and I know that, and I let the guys know that as well. We back-to-back, Eastern Division champions, and teams want to knock us off the mountaintop. And so we got to continue to just stay focused and do the things that we preach and we practice on every day.
And you're leading up until my last question. You guys are starting to peak going into February, going into the SIAC tournament. What are you going to do to keep that momentum? Because, I tweeted out about this. Come March, 7 or 8 teams can win this thing.
Absolutely. Anybody can win it in this league. As everybody know, 2 years ago, Savannah State won it, and I think they were under 500 coming into the tournament. So it starts with the practice plan and watching film and just going over the details every day. And so we do that. I love our chances at, continuing to win during the regular season and possibly winning the SIAC tournament.
Coach, I want to thank you. Congratulations again. Good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.